here in my hot little hand, the Shelton Parks and Recreation Fall Winter Program Guide. And
it's out.
I see some familiar faces, but even some new offerings as well. Let's talk about this.
Okay. We have a variety of programs for adults and youth, and I guess the popular programs, we kind of go over the list of the existing programs, and one thing that's in here that is probably the most popular program we run every year is the Shelton Youth Basketball League. So the registration form's in here. It doesn't start until November 18th, but it's never too early to get that registration form filled out and get it into us at the city so we can start planning.
I mean, this says it goes all the way down to second and third graders.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, we started at second, end at seventh.
And what do you teach a second grader on basketball? Probably be the same you'd teach me on basketball, but
we focus on fun and teamwork and building skills. Exactly right. So no, the second graders learn how to dribble the ball, handle the ball, but there's all kinds of intrinsic values of sports.
Sure.
You know, and so they don't know they're learning how to be a team member, how to follow directions.
That's how you get it.
Exactly right. And some of those lifelong skills that you learn through sports, they just think they're playing basketball.
For sure.
Which is great. And then the ones that just want to play basketball, they're welcome to come out there too and have a good time. It's all levels. So from the beginner, obviously second and third grade are going to be beginners, but all the way up to seventh grade if they're playing school ball. We play all our games on Saturdays. Practices are in the evenings, so there's plenty of time to work around everybody's busy schedules to incorporate all levels. It's
cool that the high climber players and coaches get involved in this.
It's integral. You know, it's part of building the community, building the ability for the players, the high school players, to have that connection to younger kids. They learn life skills too, you know, because they're teaching, they're reffing, they're dealing with parents that might be hollering at them from the sideline a little bit.
Does that happen even with these younger?
Not much, a little bit.
Every so often.
Okay. But it's learning. They're learning skills that they're going to carry on throughout their life. So it really is a great partnership with the high school teams, both boys and girls teams, and some of the funding from the program helps support their endeavors too. So there's summer camps, maybe buying some extra basketballs or uniforms that the school district doesn't provide them.
Have you heard that this helps them become better ball players because they're maybe learning, they know the rules obviously, but to have a better understanding of the rules and things like that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a different perspective. You know, when you're on one side of the whistle from the other side of the whistle, you have a different perspective. And so when you can look at it through the eyes of an official standing on the sideline trying to make a decision on whether that was a foul or not, whether it was a travel or not, what kind of violation it is, it really, I think it really opens them up to seeing how the officials call a game when they're playing. It gives them a unique perspective, and I think it helps them out.
Dana Chenoweth is doing some more dancing, exploring dance, contemporary, and a couple levels of ballet.
Yeah.
This is cool from Kaleidoscope.
We've been partnering with Dana at Kaleidoscope for a number of years now. The classes are held at the Civic Center. We've got classes Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays in various age levels and skill levels, so anywhere from beginners up to students that have been taking the class for several years. And these classes basically go throughout the school year. So we just started September 11th. We run through the end of June, and then we do kind of an abbreviated summer schedule as well. So somebody can pick up at any time throughout the school year and join in and get right into the classes that are currently underway.
What's Kimudo?
Kimudo is a martial art type program, and it's kind of a mix of martial arts. There's many different martial arts, and there's a bunch of mixes. And I probably can't speak to it technically as much as Sean Carney from Emerald Dragons. But again, this is another popular program. I think we're around 40 participants right now in this program. It, again, is held at the Civic Center on Mondays and Thursday evenings. We've had a great following, a number of students that have taken part in this for a couple years now. We have new students joining every day, people just coming in for a tryout. That's one thing we'll do with some of these programs is you can come in and just try it out. You don't want to make the commitment for the month or for the season or the league. Come on in, fill out the paperwork, try out the class, see if you like it or not, and then you can make that commitment moving forward. And we always encourage people to try it out and see if it's really what they're looking for out of a recreation program.
Shelton has one of considered one of the best disc golf courses in the state of Washington.
Absolutely.
If not beyond.
Yeah.
And I always am seeing cars, even when the weather's a little inclement.
Even when the weather's
It doesn't matter.
wet.
They're out there disc golfing. But let's say it's pouring down rain. You may not want to go out there. Sounds like we have something going on.
Yeah, we do. Or it's dark.
Or it's dark, I guess. That's the other thing.
They do play glow golf, though.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, with the disc, glow-in-the-dark disc, and they put light sticks up at the baskets.
Oh,
Yeah. So something to keep in mind. But yeah, Mason County Disc Golf Association did a great job, obviously, building that facility, and it's obviously an asset to this community as a whole. We're partnering with them to host an indoor league starting in January. So on Thursdays, Transit Community Center, an indoor putting league. Obviously, you can't get the the 150-yard drives inside the gym down there, but you can putt. So you can go around some obstacles. They'll set up some contraptions, obstacle type things that you will putt around, and so there's a scoring system that USDGA uses. So there'll be kind of a league. You'll rank. You'll have some scores. There'll be some prizes at the end, or you can just drop in, check it out. If you've never done it before, come on in. There's some guys there that are happy to help out. They'll have some extra discs. If you want to join the league and compete every Thursday, typically you'll find a partner and you kind of play against them and see who does the best, and the scorings get ranked, and find another partner and play a couple rounds on Thursday nights.
Well, like golf, you drive for show and you putt for dough, so you might as well practice the good parts to this. That's really cool.
Yeah, and it'll continue building skills when they're getting into the outdoor season, because they're not able to play as much if you work 5 days a week, and you've got your weekends, and you might get one round during the winter on a weekend, whereas the summer these guys are playing 3, 4, 5, maybe more days a week because of the light outside, and so it gives them an opportunity to play some more, and it gets us a chance to introduce it to more people throughout the community.
That's cool. What else is at the Transit Community Center?
So we have pickleball. Pickleball's, again, a program that we've been running for about 5 years now. We've got 3 daytime sessions, and we've changed the daytime on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So those run from 8 to 10 now. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, they were 9 to 11. We've accommodated some of the school district uses down there and changed our times. And then the Saturday daytime session is still at 9 to 11. Okay. And then we have our evening sessions Mondays and Wednesdays, 5 to 7. Again, great program, all age levels, all skill levels. There's 3 courts set up down there. Wednesdays, we have a dedicated beginners court, so if you want to come in, try it out, there's going to be a court there for the beginners that want to play, and there's always somebody there that can help out. There's always somebody that will give some tips, give some basic rules, fundamentals, because again, it's a very much a social sport, and that's how all the players take it down there, and it's a good time. It's great exercise. It's low impact, on the knees and the joints, because it's a smaller court, you're not running as far, but it's much like tennis. If anybody's played any tennis, they should be able to pick up pickleball really quickly. If
I don't want to buy a paddle until I know that I'm going to like this, do they have some down there?
You bet. So the Parks Department supplies the nets, the balls, and then there's a couple extra paddles there as well that you can pick up and walk in, and it's $3 drop in. There is a fee. We pay for the gym, pay for the equipment, but you can walk in with your $3 and play any one of those times.
And I bet you can play all day, or as long as people are playing.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes there's sometimes they'll play a little longer. They might go till noon if the gym's available.
Wow.
There's some outdoor games that these guys are playing, and some of these guys are going out of town and playing tournaments and things like that. Some of the snowbirds are heading out in the winter and head to Arizona, and there's outdoor courts everywhere down there. And so these people are playing year-round and coming back up and playing the summer here. So
and just crushing all the competition.
Yeah, and it's really growing. They're building more pickleball courts across the country.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Many different facilities overall. So
is that maybe
really
ever something you think about for the city?
Oh, certainly, absolutely. In fact, we're debating how we can incorporate pickleball courts into some of the amenities that we have now, whether it's a parking lot or something like that that's already paved and ready to go, and you stripe it out, and you can hold special events or set up a one night a week or something, drop in pickleball downtown, and bring more people downtown,